have pretty strong opinions about this because I've seen some pretty gnarly stuff helping to evacuate horses during fires. So I feel like if you have a horse or horses, you can afford a trailer to pull them. Doesn't have to be beautiful, doesn't have to be brand new, but just something that is safe and can get your horses out of danger. Or take them to the vet. I mean, a lot of vets these days don't even come to your barn anymore. They want you to go to them. So it's good to have just to get them to the vet to get the stuff done you need done. So this is my trailer. It's an Elite. It's a 4-horse, or the way I have it configured right now, it's a 3-horse with a tack room. And it also has a dressing room that I've made into a semi-living quarters situations because I used to go camping. But it's a gooseneck. It's not a 5th wheel, it's a gooseneck. There's the battery box. It's got a electric jack, so I don't have to crank it. Spare tire. Always make sure you have a spare. Make sure your tires are good. I keep these on my trailer because if you don't secure these latches, they'll bounce open, which can cause this to bounce open, which can cause your horse to bounce out. So I always keep these on here. But this is my setup. Pretty dirty. The wind blows a lot around here, so there's a lot of dust over there. But you can see I have the screens on all the windows. This is some people call it a stallion panel, stud panel. Other people call it a mare and foal panel, but it's just basically there to keep the horses from visiting underneath or kicking each other. So the way I've got it set up right now is that my front stall is, for lack of a better term, the tack room. I've got my bale of hay in there in case I need to bug out during a fire, my ramps, my emergency reflectors. And this can, in a moment's notice, be converted into a stall so I can carry another horse. And you can see it's got an emergency door on it. It's got the snaps, so you can snap them back on here to keep them from flailing around when you're driving. I don't tie my horses in the trailer. I run the lead rope, like if the horse was standing here, I run the lead rope up through here, and then I run it through here, and as I shut the divider, it hangs on the other side, which makes it a lot easier to get them out. Because the lead rope will be right here, and then I just run it through here. I don't tie them. I've seen horses that were tied in the trailer and gotten in an accident, and it wasn't pretty, so it kind of soured me on that. And this is a collapsible tack room. In other words, it can collapse back against the wall, and I could haul 5 horses in here if I needed to, which I have done during the fire. I had all 5 of my horses in there. This is the tack room, or one of the tack rooms. This is where all my buckets and saddle rack and stuff are. High line in case I need it. In case I need to go someplace where there's no corrals. And all my horses high line. It's a good thing to teach your horse to high line, to tie, or to stand on the trailer. These are bucket brackets for water feed buckets. Windows. One thing about horse trailers is these fenders are always going to get beat up, dinged up. Never fails. Rocks, gas station stanchions. Don't ask me how I know that. Here is my semi-living quarters. And that's a composting toilet. It's got that little thing in there that you pull out after you use it and dump it out. That way I don't have to find a dumping station. Crank in case I need it. Backup mirror. I have a star painted in the back of my bed of my truck that when I back under here, once I can see the star right here, then I know I'm over the ball. So then I just boop, drop the ball down, or drop the trailer down onto the ball. But that's my trailer. There are other different types of trailers. There are 2-horse, all the way up to 10 and bigger I've seen that are pulled by semis. But like I said, if you have a horse, have a trailer. Even if it's just some cheap one, that as long as it's safe. I mean, who cares what it looks like, as long as you can get your horses out of a jam or get them to the vet. That's all you care about. Hey everyone, welcome back to About That Horse You Rode In On. I'm Cezanne, and today we're talking about one of the most nerve-wracking parts of horse keeping, and that's trailering. Whether you're heading to a vet visit, a trail ride, or just teaching your horse the basics, safe trailering starts before you even open the trailer door. So let's break it down. So today we're going to use Moon, and she's been in the trailer before a few times, so she should be pretty good, but it's been a while, so we're going to give her a really good chance to look at everything. I don't know why this camera makes everything look so squatty. My trailer is really taller than that, and Moon is not that short. But anyway, so we're going to give her a chance to look around. She's nosing the opening, and some horses get kind of nervous because the opening is so small. And if you find that your horse does get nervous that way, you can go ahead and on a lot of trailers you can open both doors. And I usually open all the windows, get as much light in there as you can, because going into a dark hole is not something that horses really enjoy doing. So you can see she gets right in. What a good girl. Here's another view of her hopping in the trailer. She's really good at this. You can see she looks around, which is okay. I mean, take your time. You're in no hurry, and doing this now will make sure that when you are in a hurry, that they just hop right in. So it's always good to even just put them in there once or twice a year, if you can't do more, just to make sure they still remember how to get in there. And for her, it's been probably about 6 months since she was in the trailer, because I usually trailer my horses to the vet. And you can see I run the lead rope through the loop or the tie loop on the wall, and then I bring it back over the door on the trailer so that as she's standing there, I can pull her forward and shut the door at the same time. The rope's not cooperating. But, and this front slot, a lot of horses will fight it, and she doesn't care for it too much either. So you'll see that she doesn't really care for it too much. She's really good about standing in there, so I don't have to hold on to the rope for her. But this slot is a little narrow for her, so I don't make her stand there very long because I don't want her to start fighting the wall. So I'll open the door and then go back in and grab the lead rope. And you always want to make sure your horse knows how to back out of a trailer. It's tempting to let him turn around, but it's also really dangerous. It's dangerous for you and them. If you let them turn around and go out frontwise, they could fall down when they come out of the trailer because they're really not built to go that way. But you can see she's real careful about backing up. And I always tell them when we get to the step, I always tell them step. That way they know that it's coming. And I usually do that within one step of them coming off the end of the trailer. I don't like ramps on trailers because I find that horses fall off of them more often than not. See, she's having a little trepidation there, so I let her come forward a little bit and then asked her again. But she did really well for not being in there for a while. And you can see her backing out from another angle, and you can see she's kind of nervous about it, but she's going. She's a good girl. They got to be able to yield their rear end to you and trust that you're not going to make them fall off of a cliff back there. So always make sure that you park your trailer someplace where the ground is fairly close to the back of the step. And you see she backs out really nice. And I'm going to have her do it one more time because I want to make sure that she's okay with the next slot back. It's wider, so I think she likes that one better. So we're going to have her hop in one more time. And let them look around, and don't stand right in front of them. That's a big problem I see a lot of people doing, is standing right in front of the horse trying to pull them in. It's like they don't want to jump on top of you. So stand off to the side. Stand off, put yourself against the wall and give them some room, because their perspective is a lot different than you think it is. They think they're bigger than they are. So that's just a safety thing for them. And you see she hops right in after she looks around. She'll get to where she'll just walk in if I throw the rope over her neck. And here she's backing out. As you see, it's much smoother this time. So that's it for trailering for today. If you have any questions, drop them below and I'll answer them. Again, I have really strong opinions about having a trailer if you have horses. I really think that it's a necessity. I don't think it's a luxury at all. If you have horses, you should have a trailer. If you have any kind of livestock, you should have a trailer, because you never know when you're going to get told to evacuate. And a lot of times in wildfires, the fire is there before they even tell you to evacuate. So just be prepared. That's all your animals ask. Be sure to like and subscribe and share if you'd like. And thanks for saddling up and riding along with me today. Have a great day.